they say, in a time when the people will need them, a prophet will come. Believe in yourself and you season the moment, your blessings will come. No, you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas.
Yeah.
And you can't call me nigga who trained these niggas, who raised these niggas. I'm him. Boy, I'm a god, I'm a king, and my son is about to become the same thing.
Bring this one in.
My daughters, they mine is on point and they melanin dripping, they goddesses and queens. I can care less if you're feeling me. I'ma tell you right now what it's finna be. Sound like less you and a lot of me. Something on your chest, G, dog, you better let it be. This a different league.
Hey, we gonna start this show off and just, you know what I'm saying, man. Hey, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know, now you know what I'm saying. You need to go online, man, and go and get that new single. It's dropping. Wake Up Call, baby. It is going down tomorrow officially, man. So you know what I'm saying. You go on JarmelReece.live, or you could just be on my YouTube page tomorrow, and you could be able to see the video. The video will be out tomorrow, the whole video. And then also it'll be streaming everywhere. So you know what I'm saying, you can go and get Wake Up Call anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and stream that thing live, man. So welcome to another show of Just a Thought, man. It is a blessing to be with y'all. It is a blessing as always to be with y'all, man. Hoping y'all staying tuned, hoping y'all being warm, you know what I'm saying, or whether if it's cold, if it's nice outside. Where I'm at, it's a little cold outside still. So you know what I'm saying, like buckle up, keep a coat on, all that good stuff. And you know what I'm saying, just waiting on the winter time. I mean, waiting on the summertime or the spring to even come, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, today, man, we're gonna be talking about co-parenting in a toxic environment, or an environment that we are all on, you know what I'm saying? Like the environments that we grow up in. Most of us don't learn how to be able to be good parents because we are never seeing or experiencing parenting even in our own households. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, man, we're learning on the fly how to be parents. And so what it does is it causes us to be able to have bad relationships and stuff like that with our own people. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to not know how to be able to do that because we never seen it before, you know what I'm saying? So I know for me, I never grew up in a two-parent household. So I grew up as a male with my mother raising me. My father was locked up most of my childhood life, you know what I'm saying? So I had no idea of what a man was, or how to be a man in certain situations, you know what I'm saying? That was the things that I had to learn on the fly. So some of my first interactions with, well, of course, having with my mother, but then outside of my mother, having interactions with females, it was just different because then now you have to take on this other individual, how they feel, and then you have to come to some type of compromise. And what I've learned over the time is that even, you know, in relationships and then having kids with these people and then breaking up. And so it takes a lot of maturity to be able to learn how to be able to put your own feelings aside for another being. Let me take these glasses off. So it takes a lot of maturity to be able to really give your all to another being, and some people haven't learned that, or are still trying to learn that, or trying to be able to grasp that, because in this world and in this society, we're told that we're not needing or dependent on each other. Where it's like, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I could be independent, I could be this. And your independence doesn't have anything to do with co-parenting, and it doesn't have anything to do with you not being an individual. You can still be independent for yourself, but when you're in a relationship with someone, or you're in a relationship, whether that is co-parenting, you're doing the best for the situation no matter what. You don't try to find a happy medium for yourself to be able to try to be on top of it. You do what's best for that situation. And if the situation at that particular time is the kid, you do what's best for the kid, not what's going to be best for you or what you seek out as the other parent trying to be able to get on top of something or trying to do something manipulative, you know? So I think sometimes, man, the best things we could do is try to be able to take a step back, breathe a little bit, and start learning how to be able to deal with people before we even have kids with them. Because if you don't want, if you can't, if you and another person can't communicate without a child involved, you guys are going to have a super hard time being able to co-parent in the environment. So, hey, look, check this out. We get ready to play the intro, and then I'm gonna come back with a video so you guys can be able to see about co-parenting. All right.
Hey yo, peace and blessings, blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reece, and I want to share my experiences with you. If I had to put my life in one word, I would have to say ridiculous, man. From growing up in one of the worst neighborhoods in St. Louis, Missouri, launching a successful music career, recording with some of the top names in the industry, and launching my own clothing line, traveling the world, discovering the power behind yoga and meditation, and how it can heal the mind as well as the body. So tune in to my show, Just a Thought. Follow the story, like the page, subscribe. Let's write the rest of the story that you've always dreamed of. Peace and blessings, blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reece. See you soon. Let's scan this.
Okay.
Please believe you're gonna see me one day. Take my style,
I got it. Thank you.
Alright, peace out, Queen.
Thank you so much.
Cause you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas.
So before we get into our lesson for the day, man, we just gonna breathe as we do all the time when we start this show. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little hype, but we're gonna bring it back down. We're gonna breathe and get into it so we can be able to have clear minds, be able to have understanding for the knowledge and the lessons that we learning. You know what I'm saying? That we are not speaking with any ego, but just speaking with wisdom and being able to be a vessel, right? So yeah, so man, welcome back, man. And so today our topic today is co-parenting. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a video that I saw on the internet and it was really interesting. It's a TED talk, and so it was a couple talking about their experience in co-parenting with each other. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So check it out.
I remember watching my father raise the pistol to my mother's head. She pleaded with him to put the gun down, but he ignored her. When she bolted toward the door, he followed close behind, and once outside, he fired one single shot. I was 12. I remember this moment frame by frame. I remember feeling numb. I remember feeling alone. Thank God the bullet missed her, but my family would never be the same. I would never be the same. I didn't know then all the ways that my parents' on-again, off-again relationship would impact me, but I knew I didn't want to love like theirs. My story would be different. Years later, when I met you, I fell madly in love. Our connection was undeniable. It was as if you had been handpicked just for me. I thought we'd be together forever. But we struggled with some of the same issues my parents had, and after nearly 9 years together, we called it quits. We had Sekou then. He was only 3. Though he was too young to really understand what was going on, he was old enough to know that Mommy and Daddy weren't going to be living in the same house anymore. Our breakup hit me really hard. But I decided I wouldn't let my broken heart get in the way of what was best for Sekou. We struggled initially trying to navigate this new space as co-parents. I asked myself, how do we raise this beautiful boy full of wonder and promise and so much power in spite of our failures as a couple? The answer for me was simple. I could either choose fear of being alone, fear of the unknown, or choose love. And I chose love. That means seeing the good in you as a father. It means seeing the good in you as a father and not your missteps as a partner. It means putting Sekou first every time, even if it means I don't get my way. I know my parents went back and forth trying to work things out for my brother and I's sake. Though I
Oh man, so I don't know what happened. I forgot to be able to bring in my sound. Sorry about that for everybody. Thank you, Sonia, for being able to point that out for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, what I was stating was is this. What the young lady was talking about was it was sometimes when we're in these relationships, we judge the parent off of how they were in a relationship with us. And that's an unfair balance to be. You can't judge a person off of the parent that they are based off of how they were in a relationship with you as a partner, because sometimes things just don't work out. I always say 2 good people could be in 1 bad relationship, and that's usually what happens. Always comes to an end. Sometimes we got to learn how to be able to walk away and not be toxic, being able to walk away in peace and in harmony, and not being able to be negative about it. You know what I'm saying? And feel like you have to have a problem with this person. It is a real sad thing that we have to be able to walk away and have a problem with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, man. I'm getting ready to play another video. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Loved, our views were respected, our needs were tended to. It helps to make us the more or less sane people we are now. But for others among us, things went really rather badly wrong. Perhaps there was unreliability, anger, humiliation, violence, or worse. If there was, we're liable to have been deeply marked. We may, even if it all happened quite a number of years ago now, keep noticing new ways in which the past is getting in the way of a good life in the present. Our inadequate parenting experiences undermine our ability to have sound relationships, the right sort of confidence, and to extend adequate nurture to ourselves. We would like, of course, to move on. There is something unbalanced and deeply cruel in the idea of the first 12 years determining the next 50. We cannot change the past, but it does remain open to us to correct at least some of its repercussions. We may learn to do this through a neglected and yet deeply powerful process we call re-parenting. How our parents behaved will have laid down a template in our minds about how we should respond to challenges. But we don't need to remain forever stuck with the kind of care which we imbibed in the early years. We by nature have an ability to parent ourselves. What this means is an ability to comfort ourselves at moments of difficulty, to interpret the troubles that beset us with imagination and kindness, to encourage ourselves in the face of anxiety and loss, and to reassure the more fragile, agitated parts of us by drawing upon our experience and our serene aspects.
So, man, what ultimately it happens is this. You have to learn how to be able to take some type of self-accountability. And accountability is something that, you learn over time. Accountability is something that you learn to be able to be like, you know what? I made this kid with this person. At this particular time, I love this person. And though this breakup or though this situation may seem like it may be hard, maybe the best thing I can do is just be accountable for my own actions and the way that I respond when it has something to do with my child. Because what happens is that ultimately it ends up hurting the child in the long run when the parents can't get along. When the kids see their parents going back and forth, that doesn't feel good for the kid. The kid then has to choose between which parent to like. And that's never a safe space for a kid to be in, to be able to have to make a decision between which parents that they want to choose to be with. That's never a safe space. And the person that feels that they need to do that as a parent need to check their own insecurity issues. That is a sick place to be at. Because in reality, when it all boils down and it all goes away, we are all family, whether we want to be able to deal with this or not. When you make a baby or you have a child with somebody, at that particular time, you are now family. And these are your family members, whether you like this or not. And so just like family members, you have to deal with certain things because you can't divorce them. You can't divorce family members, and you can't divorce somebody that you got a baby with. You guys got to find some happy medium that's going to be able to ultimately make sure that the kid is in a better position to be able to thrive, not the adults being in a better position to be able to thrive, because this has nothing to do with adults trying to be adulting. This has everything to do with the kid's mental health. It has everything to be able to do with your next generations. If you think about it, some of us are messing up the rest of our generations behind us based off of how our emotions make us feel about our kids' mother or our kids' fathers. It is going to affect your next generation of children and their children and their children. Never thinking about the overall mindset of it. Because the further and further that the families get away from each other and never know each other, the more manipulation can be able to be set in by social media, by anybody. Because now the kids feel abandoned out here because the kids don't have family and don't know their families. It is a very toxic place to be at when you can't get along with the kids. The parents can't get along, and then the parents have issues with their parents, and then nobody wants to be able to even have a relationship with the kids. And what happens is that we continue this same cycle over and over again, as if like this is the way to be able to go. It is a curse that needs to be broken, not a cycle that's being continued. We are learning. If we didn't learn anything from the past, or if we're not learning anything from the past, is to be able to let go. I don't care how bad that breakup was. I don't care how bad this person does this to you. I'm never going to stop just showing up for my kid just because of what some person is trying to do to me or what they got to say to me. It doesn't even matter what they got to say to me. Because if it still mattered, I'll be with them. It doesn't have anything to do with emotions. It has everything to do with accountability, knowing that you need to be there for whatever the situation is for the kid and the best spot for the kid. And that's what co-parenting is to me. And maybe I'm wrong. I just don't ever see it as a thing where I'm getting my way. I'm trying to be able to make sure that my kids get the best way for them, whether that be through life or through anything, that they're being able to be put in the best position to be able to learn how to be better human beings. And that's what I thrive myself off of as a parent, to be able to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if we were trying to be able to really just get to this place where we took our emotions out and cared more about what the kids think, because the worst place in the world is to be for a kid is to have to pick and choose between which parents that they got to roll with. That is so unfair to a kid to have to pick that, because they, no matter how you feel about their mother or how you feel about their father, they love that person. And you have to learn how to accept that. Just because they weren't anything to you in the relationship, it doesn't mean anything. Your own feelings and your own ego has nothing to do with it. And it'll be the only thing that holds your children back from being able to see any potential growth in their life, or to be able to have productive grandchildren, productive great-great-grandchildren, and just to be able to have a productive overall reproductive life of your offsprings. And I know for me, I don't never want to be able to mess up my next generation of family. I feel like we've been through enough, and I want to be able to, it stops right here. I always say to people that, hey, look, I want to be the dude that's on the big house that we all own, that the family got a business or own, and I'm on that picture where they be like, who is that dude? And that's the dude that changed the generational curse. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the dude I thrive to be in. You know what I'm saying? I think we should all just push ourselves to our highest potential, man. It's a hard job, co-parenting. Trust me, I understand totally. I have been through things myself as a parent that I understand. I get it. But that doesn't mean that the fight is ever over. And we always must continue to always try to be better, thrive to be better, thrive to be a better version of yourself, just because it is beautiful waking up every damn morning anyway. So that's enough in its own. So you don't got to worry about none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, check it out, man. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be breathing. I'm thankful for everything that's going on in my life. You should look in the mirror every day and say the same things to yourself. all the time. It is an absolute blessing every week to be able to be with y'all, man. Every Wednesday, man, tuning in. This Wednesday, though, is a particularly special Wednesday because tomorrow I'm dropping Wake Up Call. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna play the video right now because I feel like playing the video right now, and I'm gonna leave y'all tonight right now with Wake Up Call. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go and get the single tomorrow. I have everything posted on the page. Make sure you go to Jarmel Reece.live. You know what I'm saying? You could be able to go and get the single, man. Wake up call, wake up call, wake up call, wake up call. You know what I'm talking about? Peace and blessings, blessings and peace, boy.
They say in the time when the people will need them, a prophet will come. Believe in yourself and you season the moment your blessings will come. No, you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas. And you can't call me nigga. Who trained these niggas? Who raised these niggas? I'm him. Boy, I'm a god, I'm a king, and my son is about to become the same thing. My daughters, they mind is on point and they melanin dripping, they goddesses and queens. I can care less if you're feeling me. I'ma tell you right now what it's finna be. Sound like less you and a lot of me. Something on your chest, G, dog, you better let it be. This a different league, whole different pedigree. I was in the kitchen cooking up the recipe. Meditated and it came back patiently. Looked around and then stuff started happening. Why? Cause you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas. And you can't call me nigga. Who trained these niggas? Who raised these niggas? I'm him. Blessed from the womb. Yes, I was blessed from the womb. Like a cocoon. Like a cocoon, I fast for days and the beauty's consumed. My soul was lost, my soul was lost, my soul was lost, and I didn't know the cost to sell my soul. No, sell my soul. It is worth more than those diamonds and gold. Check me out now. Please believe this gon' get airplay. Please believe you're gon' see me one day. Take my style, come back, then you go away. Turn around and give it back to me anyway. Why? Cause you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas. And you can't call me nigga. Who trained these niggas? Who raised these niggas? I'm him. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Blessings on her, she. Bless what she see. Bless what she hear, what she see. Blessings on we. Bless what we speak. Bless what we hear, what we speak. Blessings on we. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Check me out now. Please believe this gon' get airplay. Please believe you gon' see me one day. Take my style, come back, then you go away. Turn around and give it back to me anyway. Why? Cause you can't play me, nigga. Why? Cause I'm not like these niggas. And you can't call me nigga. Who trained these niggas? Who raised these niggas? I'm him. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Blessings on her, she. Bless what she see. Bless what she hear, what she see. Blessings on we. Bless what we speak. Bless what we hear, what we speak. Blessings on we. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Check me out now. Blessings. Nothing but blessings. Blessings. Nothing but blessings.